The topic of today's talk is you are in more control than you think. That might seem pretty random at first, but you're gonna get it. And this ties back to the discussion about corn. I have to start saying corn now because YouTube doesn't like it when you use P instead. But we all know what I'm talking about. So, what's the normal cycle when it comes to corn? Trigger, impulse, urge, automatic behavior, slight relief, and then feelings of shame and guilt afterwards. But here's the thing. A lot of people think they have no choice in the matter. I've literally heard people say stuff like, when they just have to watch it, they just have to watch it. They can't control it. I'm a man, like, what am I supposed to do? I don't have a girlfriend. There's no other way I can deal with stress. There's no other way I can control this behavior. And I want to say that's a very big lie. Hence the topic of today's video. Now, there's a very big reason that I think corn is one of the worst things a man can do to himself. And there's two major reasons why. And it all ties back to that loop. Now, in that loop, there are two dangerous things that affect men very profoundly. The first is the relief part of the loop, which I'm going to show you. And the second part is the shame part. Now, these two separate phases of the loop reinforce each other. If your brain is used to getting over negative emotions through a certain method, and that method brings relief, that is going to reinforce the neural pathways in your brain. Your brain is not going to want to choose any other method to get over negative emotions. Could be stress, could be feelings of guilt, or whatever. After you take part in said action, when you've gotten the relief, the next stage of that is the guilt and the shame. This wreaks havoc on a man's self-confidence. So imagine you're going through a loop that reinforces itself through relief, but each time you go through that loop, it ends up in shame and guilt. That is going to eat away at your confidence. The loop is just going to keep getting stronger, and the more you partake in it, the harder it is to stop. Now, here is the misconception. Most people have been led to believe like they have no say in the matter, and that's false. You have a say. Even if it's only for a split second, you have a say. I'm going to show you where you have a say. Between the urge and the automatic behavior, there is a split-second chance where you can choose to break this sequence. But here's the thing that most people do wrong. They rely on willpower instead of proven systems that work. So I'll give you an example. If there's a dude, anytime he's feeling stressed, he locks himself up in his room, his phone is by his bed, he feels stressed, he feels the urge, goes on social media, that's his trigger. Something on social media triggers him. They watch his porn. And this keeps happening. And this has happened over 30, 40, 50 times. He's going to feel like he has no say in the matter. But here's the truth. You are following the same script. Of course, it's going to end up the same way. What do I mean by following the same script? You get the urge in the same place. Your phone is usually around you around the same time. You usually feel these feelings of stress around the same time. You know what's coming next. You choose not to do anything about it, and you choose to believe that this is automatic. It is not. That is the biggest weakness in relying on willpower or relying on your pure will alone to get through something that is so strong, that has taken such a strong root in your mind. I'll give you two things you can do. Two things you can do to break that sequence. The moment you feel that urge, go out for a run. Do 50 push-ups. Anything that breaks the normal flow or the normal pattern of things is a better response than just sticking to the script and just doing what you've been doing the past 40, 50 times. You are likely to fail if you do that. You must do what is uncomfortable. You must get out of your comfort zone and break that sequence. If you do not, it will keep wreaking havoc on your self-confidence and it will keep reinforcing itself. Here's another issue. This is the biggest roadblock you're going to come into. How do I know when I am falling into the same sequence? How do I know when I'm falling into the same patterns? It's just the same way you get a notification on your phone. Or it's just the same way when there's no notification on your phone, but you just have an urge to check it, just have an urge to hold it. It makes you feel safe. Same way when you're walking in a crowded mall, you just want to look at your phone. You don't want to look at people. It's a safe response. It's an automatic response. It's something that you don't know is happening, and it's something that you don't know that you do, that requires a lot of self-awareness to start catching yourself when you do it. If you feel like you lack self-awareness, I have a free PDF. Link is in my bio. It's a 3-day guide and it's going to help you regain some self-awareness. Link is in my bio. Check my stand store. When you get self-awareness and you know this is happening, then you can begin to solve it, because that's 50% of the battle. If you don't know something is happening, you have no chance of winning. When you start realizing what it is that you do and what needs to stop, then you can start making progress from there. Hope this video has been helpful. If it has, drop a comment, drop a like, and hit the follow button. It's your boy Rizzy BDG. Peace.